Hi, this is Melissa Garza for BeEnspired, and I wanted to welcome you to episode number 2. And in this episode, I really want to talk about something that I find very important to me, and I don't know how important it is to you, and I'd really love to know, so go ahead and shoot your thoughts in the comments. But what do you think about dreams? Dreams that you have at night? And do you think that they actually mean to tell you something, or do you think that they are just your mind's way of releasing information and working out different things throughout the day? I feel like last night I've had a very, very interesting set of dreams. Um, it all seemed to come sometime in the morning between I would say maybe 3 a.m. and possibly up to around 6:30 or 7 a.m. And I noticed a reoccurring theme in the dream, and the reoccurring theme, well, I guess I'll just tell you the dream, which was interesting, I think, but I'll make it as brief as possible. Uh, but I remember being in a passenger in a truck, and there was a car in front of us, and there was a man driving the truck. I didn't know who it was, but he kept ramming his truck into the car in front of us. And I said, "Why are you doing this? Why do you keep hitting the car? Is there a reason why? Like, can you stop bothering them? What is going on?" And I thought that was really interesting, and I remember that being the first part of my dream. The second one, I remember a firefighter, and he was in kind of his blue uniform, when they're at the firehouse. And I noticed that he had attached something that looked kind of like extinguishers, but they weren't. They were kind of like water jugs. And there was these racks in a room with brand new blue and red jackets. And what he was doing was he was attaching these jugs to these jackets and basically sabotaging them and spilling them over with water. And I thought that was really interesting. And I pulled one of the racks away when all the jackets were getting wet. And I said, "Why are you doing this? Can you stop doing this right now? Just stop it." And it was kind of really interesting. They were both men who were doing this in the dream. They were both taking action, either to ram something or to what is it? Sabotage something. And I thought that was interesting. And a constant thing I kept saying is to stop. Uh, don't do anything. Stop. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. And I also, the last part of my dream, which can make it very quick, I received a call from somebody I dated, not even dated, somebody that was, I don't even want to get into, but I received a call from him last night. And I said hello on the cell phone when I answered. And when I said hello, 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 I was about ready to hang up, and then he started saying something, and then we got disconnected. And after we got disconnected, I go, you know what? I could call him back, but I don't need to call him back. If he's interested, he'll call me back. And I waited, and he called back. So, and then I don't remember what happened from there, if we got disconnected or not. But I thought that was quite interesting. The dreams kind of had this similar theme of pulling back, not taking action, and questioning why am I doing something, or to stop taking action to do something. And in my waking life, I've been having some, I would say recently, having I would say an issue, or maybe just a relationship that's not going quite as I wanted it to. And I'm noticing that that the person is now distancing themselves. And I usually have a strong tendency in me to really, really, really fight for something that I believe in, or fight for something that I want. And I think with a lot of the spiritual teachings that I'm learning is that if something is yours, it should just be yours. You should not have to put extra work and extra effort into something where somebody's not making that same effort towards you. So at this point, I think my dreams are speaking to me very clearly, as in not to put this additional effort in, and to not not sabotage something or not make something as it's not, and just pull back. So I'm just kind of curious because we definitely get different messages from spirit. I don't know how you get your messages, whether they come through dreams, there are things that you see, uh, things that affirm questions that you're asking or answers that you're seeking. Um, but I really believe that our dreams are meant for a reason, to help us work out things that we're not able to work out, or that we need to take the information and utilize it. I mean, there's also been other dreams that I've had in my life where the opposite of something happened. I was more worried or anxious about it, and it never turned out like how the dream turned out. But I think in a way, the best thing to do is, you're listen to what your subconscious is actually telling you to do in your conscious world. It's kind of how a mesh between, you could say, masculine and feminine energy. And the feminine is more receptive rather than the masculine taking more action, if you want to look at it that way. But there's definitely the point where something is telling you to, you're in a place where you're able to receive information. So whatever you're going to do with that information is your prerogative. But I think the best thing is to just make sure that whatever your dreams are, that you pay attention to them, if they're stating something to you, or if they're being frank. But also too, it's your choice as well. You can choose to not think of anything of it and just move on with your day. But I've noticed in my life so far, the one thing that I really wanted to identify is that dreams are very important to me, and I definitely feel like there's lessons from them that I need to learn, or there's avenues of information that somehow I haven't been able to access while awake. I access them while asleep. So I wonder what your particular experience has been with certain dreams that you've had. Have they come true? Are they precognitive? Are they warnings? Are they messages? Do you think that the brain is just working out nothing and just trying to release information that you have in your head? What do you really think about that? I think that some of the biggest things, some of our biggest ideas can come to us in our dreams. I know I'm a huge fan of James Cameron's work, and I know with him, a lot of his thoughts that go into the movie screen and up on the screen come from his dreams. So with that said, how are you going to take this information that you're being given from, whether it's the spirit world, if you believe that, or if it's your own subconscious mind, or it's just the way that we kind of work things out in a way. I wonder how you're going to make your own choices, and I kind of want to leave it at here today and just talk about, like I said, talk about the dreams, talk about dreams and how they kind of inspire me, or in a sense give me some direction, and I'm wondering if those are the best things to follow. So, and I wonder if you agree if those are the best things to follow your own intuition, or do you maybe go against it and do something that is more your typical nature to do, but yet something else is telling you to do something. So I feel as, what is it? I feel like I definitely be very strong and take action in many parts of my life, but with what's going on in the current phase, and I guess the current instruction for my dream is to take a seat back, be receptive, be soft, and allow myself to see what's going to unfold for me, and know that in my strength and in my worth, I am that I am. I am who I'm going to be, and there's nothing that's going to change that. And if I change, those are going to be things that come from myself, and or desires that are inspiring new actions for me to take. So once again, this is Melissa for Be Inspired, and thank you so much for listening to me on episode 2. Thanks. Bye-bye.